by telling you a quick story about an experience that I had about germs and pills. So last week, my friends and I went to Sonic, and we were in a rush, so we didn't get to check our to see if they had our order right. So we checked our stuff at the school, and we found out that there were roaches all in the food. There were roaches in the fries, roaches in the burgers, and in the slushies. And my heart just dropped because I'm an extreme germaphobe. And I'm like, if there are roaches that I see in my food, imagine the sanitation level in the kitchen. There must have been roach feces, roach eggs, filth, and just everything was disgusting. So today I want to tell you about how to be more germ conscious and how to prevent yourself from getting sick and from all the germs out here because it's the sick season, it's fall going into winter, so a lot of people get sick. So today I will discuss first in these situations people fail to be germ conscious. Second, the sicknesses people can catch from not being very sanitary. And third, how to think like a germaphobe. So my credibility, my main sources were from an ABC News article, a Yahoo News article slash CBC News, and an MSP2 article. So to begin, I will discuss how many people fail to realize where the germs are. So for instance, restaurants, a lot of people don't think about washing their hands before they eat or when they touch things such as the ketchup, the mustard, the menu, the sugar, salt, and pepper. And a recent news article by ABC, um, they swapped a bunch of materials in restaurants, and they found out that out of all of the things that are on the table, the menu has the most germs. It has 185,000 bacteria, which is 100 times more bacteria found on a public toilet seat. My heart just dropped when I heard that statistic because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so disgusting. So the second area where people fail to realize there are a lot of germs is on your hands. Like before you eat, there are thousands of germs on your hands. And according to a CBC News article, the average college student's hand carries 150 species of bacteria. And out of those 150, well, that's just the average hand, but they actually found 4,442 species of bacteria among all of a college campus's hands. So I thought that was just gross. And also your phones, according to a Yahoo News article, your phones carry 100 times 100 times more germs than on a public toilet seat. And why? Because when people share phones, like they sneeze in their hands, and those viruses and those germs are being transported onto your face, and then that's how you can get sick. Now that I've talked about how many people fail to realize that there are germs, I will now talk about the sicknesses you can get from not being as sanitary. So, according to a Yahoo News article, a Ugandan man he stole a phone from a quarantine hospital. It was a cell phone, and a short period later, he contracted Ebola virus and died. So, even though that's a drastic example, it still shows you how you could die from germs. Also, you can catch a common cold just from touching surfaces and transporting and touching your hands or touching your face a lot. You can contract the flu, and also you can get E. coli from touching different materials, such as like a grocery cart basket or the handles and whatnot, because those are germ carriers and they're just disgusting. So now that I have talked a little bit about the common scenarios and sicknesses that you can catch, I will now discuss how to prevent being sick and thinking more like a germaphobe. So to begin, I would say wash your hands because there are a lot of germs out there, and the easiest way to not contract them is to just keep your hands clean at all times. Secondly, clean off your phone at least once a week by using just rubbing alcohol wipes, so that you can limit the amount of bacteria on the surface of your phone, so you won't get sick a lot. So just once a week, just make it a habit. Third, use speakerphone because when you put your phone against your face, you can get acne and break out really bad, and you can also get really sick. And it's just easier and just more sanitary to just use your speakerphone microphone. Also, carry hand sanitizer, Germex. I always have a little bit of hand sanitizer on me because it just relieves my anxiety when I'm out in public. And also, when you open the doors, I know a lot of you have heard about this, but make sure you use a paper towel to open the door. Or if not, if there aren't any more paper towels in sight, use a just touch the bottom of the handle because there are less germs out there. So let's review. First, we learned how many people overlook germs. Second, we discovered the sicknesses. And third, we discussed how to prevent them. So this is the time of year where many people get sick, and hopefully you have learned to be more sanitary and realize that there are germs everywhere. And even though we can't control all of them, we can limit the amount our body takes